Hi, I'm Richard Randall, and welcome to Your Real Estate Voice with Barb Schlinker, the owner of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. This is the weekly radio show that informs and educates you on how to buy or sell real estate with Colorado's Real Estate Authority, Barb Schlinker. Barb is a retired Navy veteran. Barb Schlinker is an author. Barb's also a pilot. And Barb and her team enjoy all that Colorado and the Front Range have to offer. Barb, always great to be talking with you. Now, we air Your Real Estate Voice every Saturday. And if you can't listen to the entire show, that's not a problem. It's always available on Barb's site, barbhasthebuyers.com, or just search Barb on most of the popular podcast platforms, iHeartRadio. You'll find it there as well as other places. What are we talking about today, Barb?
Well, Richard, we're going to talk a little bit about how the Colorado real estate market has started to heat up just a little bit. So we'll go over some deep dive into statistics on what the market's doing right now, kind of how it compares to last year, and what you can expect well into 2024. And then the next topic, this is a new one. I thought it'd be fun, titled Selling to Generation Y, which are the millennials. So, what do millennials want in homes? I think you'll be surprised by some of that. And the reason we care is they're a very large demographic. They represent one of the biggest group of buyers right now. And so, it's good to think about when you're getting ready to sell a home, what is it that buyers are looking for? Also, we'll talk about the top 10 trends that are dating your home. Now, this comes and goes like fashion, okay? But there are certain things that you can do that are somewhat timeless. So we'll talk about those topics and go forward from there. And then last but not least will be how to choose a real estate agent when you're selling a home. And as always, I love talking about my hot new listings. Richard?
You really do. Barb, as fewer people bought homes in 2023 due to higher interest rates and fewer homes to choose from, what's going on now and what are we in during this 2024 real estate market?
Well, all the experts are saying that we expect this year to be a little bit better than 2023. Not extraordinary, but a little bit better. So that's a good thing. More sales, more inventory, more choices for buyers, but not so much inventory that it will drive the prices down or drive the prices up too far. And what we're seeing right now is that for 2023, there's a couple of articles that came out a few days ago that indicated that 2023 was actually the lowest level of home sales since 1995. And it all had to do with interest rates. When you raise interest rates, it makes the payment less affordable. And then it also restricts people from putting their house on the market because if they have to get a loan at their next home, they are looking at those costs as well and maybe thinking twice about selling their home. And the other thing that you have to pay attention to, so those are national numbers, but what's most important is what is happening right now. So I actually just got fresh stats this morning. And what we're seeing is that the median list price for homes is right about 515. The median list price for new listings is at 484. So just a few days ago, what we were looking at was 475. So that's pretty good. That means that prices are kind of ticking up just a little bit. And average days on the market's a little bit better from a week ago by just one day, up to 104 days. So there are always going to be a few homes if they're priced very realistically that are going to sell much quicker than that within a week or two. But you have to expect that the homes that are kind of holding on to their number, looking for the right buyer, it may take longer. But there is a certain segment of the home sales that get um, under contract very, very quickly. We're seeing fewer home sellers decrease their price, and that's a very good sign. That means that prices are kind of going to head back up, and we're kind of coming off the whole holiday season. So it's sort of at the point of what we call a in between a seller's market and a buyer's market right now. So if you are thinking of selling, the days of bidding wars are all over, but it's not a bad market at this point. The other thing that's really important is the inventory is going to rise slightly. Now, why is that important? Inventory, it means that buyers have more homes to choose from. It also is an indication of more sales. If you get a big surge in inventory like we had last fall, coupled with the rates being high, it could mean that prices are going to be moved down just a little bit. So the national stats are showing that the inventory is going to increase by about 7%. However, that's not what we're seeing locally. Right now, we're at about, well, it is slightly up, maybe by 9%. We're at about 1,800 available single family homes in 3 counties around the Pikes Peak region. A year ago, it was 1,629. So we have seen more homes go up as far as available homes by 9%, which could mean more sales. And I think, and I heard one news broadcaster say that that could mean that people are kind of getting used to these higher rates. And just to zoom out and put it in perspective, the we had, after the 2008 mortgage meltdown, the Fed artificially kept interest rates low for the longest time, 3.5, 4.5, 3, really, really low rates, which made homes a lot more affordable. However, they kind of quit doing that. And now the rates are kind of normalizing. So at this point, they're in the upper sixes. And if you look back in time, on average, the average rates going back 30, 50 years is probably more like around 7%. But increased inventory means an opportunity for increased sales, but not so much so that there isn't a balance between buyers and sellers. And there is a certain segment of the population of buyers that are just kind of sitting on the sidelines. They're ready to buy, they're pre-qualified to buy. They're just waiting for the right deal or the right home to hit the market. And I'm working with some of those buyers right now. So the question is, are we past the bottom of the Fed stepping on the gas for interest rates? Yes, I think that's true. And you can see this by the chart. Now, this is a lot of lines and stuff, but basically the straight line going across, we're showing that, average sales growth was far lower for 2023, and now we're going above that dotted line. But overall, locally, what the stats are indicating is the average price is about 517 right now. So it's come up about 5%. Median price about 417 475 for the Pikes Peak region. Average days on market right now, 104 days. And the number of home sellers reducing their price is dropping week by week. So I just checked these stats a few days ago. That was at 43%. A week ago, it was 59%. So fewer sellers are dropping their price. So that's a really good sign. But the key is, if you're thinking of selling a home, you need to get all of what I call the 4 P's right. Number 1, preparation. Buyers are going to turn their nose up at houses that need work right now. So you need a good agent to help you guide you through what are the preparation steps that you need to do to get your home ready for sale. Picking the right agent is the other P. Very, very important. If you have an agent that just takes their smartphone and takes some happy snaps, that is not what you want, because buyers eliminate homes based on the online pictures first. And if they don't like the price and they don't like the online pictures, they are not going to leave their fuzzy bunny slippers and go by and check out this house. Okay. So that's the first line of defense if you're a home seller, or first line of attraction, essentially. And then last but not least is promotion. That means getting the pictures right, getting somebody that's really going to market your home and expose your home to get you maximum exposure. And we offer free reports on our website. You can go to barbhasthebuyers.com. Right now, I'm featuring the top 7 tips to get your house ready for sale. And you can order that report by going to barbhasthebuyers.com, clicking on the green button, free reports, or you can call 719-301-3900. And if you're selling now, I think it's really important that you price your home very realistically. That is actually the way that you get the most money. And I've had 2 homes recently sell where they price their home very realistically. And in both cases, we got contracts very close to asking price, if not slightly above. And, under contract within a week or two, not 104 days. So that's what most sellers want. They don't want buyer after buyer traipsing through their house, looking at homes and not really making an offer. And condition absolutely plays a big part. So if you have any deferred maintenance, if you hear a buyer calling it dated, you need to fix that up because your competition is new construction. So if you are thinking of selling, give us a call at 719-301-3900 or go to barbhasthebuyers.com. We have over 27,805 buyers in waiting, many of which would be a good match for your home, plus our cash buyers. And you can visit our website, barbhasthebuyers.com, or call us at 719-301-3900. And when we come back, we're going to talk about what home buyers and sellers should do if they are thinking of making a move very soon. Richard?
Barb, we're discussing right now the current real estate market and how people can be prepared if they want to buy or sell. So, what should home buyers and sellers expect and do in this market situation?
Well, first of all, you want to consider who is buying. So there are pretty much all the generations have big numbers, but the millennials have the biggest number, and they are aged probably between, I would say, I don't know, 25 through even as old as like 44. They are basically creating households. They're buying homes. I just had one young buyer purchase one of my listings, and they've got a couple dogs, he's got a fiance, and they want to raise a family. So that represents a very big population. That's why the next topic, when we talk about what the millennial generation wants in homes, you should listen to. I think it'll help you. And most of the home sellers are actually baby boomers. And why are they selling? Well, a lot of them might have the bigger house that they don't need anymore. Maybe they need a ranch style home instead of a 2-story. Maybe they're moving to other areas. It could be a lot of things, but that represents the biggest demographic of home sellers. So if you're a buyer and you're thinking prices are going to fall, I think that's probably not going to work out for you. Don't wait if you see the right home, because right now in our market, the inventory is less than what we've seen. And typically the last week of January is one of the lowest homes for new listings going on the market. And what we see and what we have seen for the last couple of years, anytime through the spring, late January, all the way through May, we'll see lighter inventory. So the chance of you facing competition is pretty good. There are, on a national scale, there are 45.5 million people entering the age of household formation. So that means you could be facing competition. So if you see the rates fall, check with your lender, make sure you qualify for that home, and do not wait. There is no data to indicate that prices are going to fall, nor is there any data to indicate there's going to be a flood of homes hit the market. And if you're selling, it really is a problem to overprice the home or not to fix up the home to make it show ready. And we just talked about that. But overpricing is another problem, because some people think that, oh, I'll just price it for negotiating room. And the problem is the buyers will eliminate it online and they won't even come see it. You have to consider that you're competing not just against other resales, but also new construction as well. So if you're a seller, get your home ready, curb appeal, fix that tired flooring, fix the broken stuff, neutralize dramatic paint, and we can help you do that. So if you are thinking of selling, give us a call at 719-301-3900. We give a free consultation on what to do and what not to do to get your house ready for sale. We'll go over a pretty good price range of what your home will sell for and how much you'll put in your pocket when it sells. And it's a free service and there's no obligation. So call us at 719-301-3900 or go to barbhasthebuyers.com. Richard?
You're listening to Your Real Estate Voice. That's Barb Schlinker. She is your real estate voice of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. She's the host of the program. And if you're thinking of making a move, call Barb at 719-301-3900 or just visit barbhasthebuyers.com. Short break. When we come back, we'll be discussing selling a Generation Y, what millennials really want in a home. Stay tuned for that.